Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Temperance Angel Tarot. My name's Jennifer. When I say good evening here where I live in the state of Arizona, it is 8 p.m. So wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is story time. I'm going to put a time stamp in the description box below, but I would encourage you to just stick around. This reading has been a long time coming, and in part has to do with the name change. This channel was formerly named Sage and Stone Tarot, and I have changed it to Temperance Angel Tarot. And yes, it is solely the inspiration of the Temperance card. I believe I'm going to title this video, it's a twin flame healing. And it is solely a reading for those who are in a twin flame dynamic. If you are not, but you feel that you might, stick around. If it resonates, great. But this reading is specifically and solely focused on, like the Devil card. I have 3 major arcanas and I'll go into it. For those people who have a twin, it's either you, the viewer, or your person that is dealing with addiction. Specifically, I mean, not solely, because there's all different types of addiction, codependency, core wounding, because those who truly understand the nature of the twin flame bond, connection, they are the catalyst for your spiritual awakening. They are your divine mirror. I met my twin flame 22 years ago. I'm not going to go into my story. But there was a 13.5-year span of time that was complete silence, no contact, except for a sprinkling of a few emails, no social media, emails. That didn't last very long. I was the one that ghosted the person. I was the one that ghosted my twin. I didn't even know what twin flames were until 2017, 2017, November 11th, 2017, when he reached out to me. And that's all I'm going to say right now. I have been on this channel. I've had this channel now for a couple of years, and I have come and gone, and most recently, and it has probably most of it, I want to say about 97% of it, was that I needed to pull back. I needed to pull back my energy. When I come on my YouTube channel and I do general readings for the collective, I must have my energy clear and balanced, because I don't feel that I'm doing anybody any good. It would be a disservice for me to come out here and just randomly do readings. That's not why I started my channel. That is not why I wanted to read cards. I read cards because it truly, honestly is a tool, a sacred tool for me in my spiritual growth, my personal growth, and every single reading that I do, all of the paid readings, 99.9% of the readings that I do that people reach out to me for are twin flame readings. I have turned people away. For those who are asking me to confirm or deny someone as their twin, I will not do that. I am not a fortune teller, and nor will I give timestamps. My purpose is to hopefully bring clarity and peace to those who come to me through paid readings, but also with my general collective readings. I really, by coming back on here and doing timeless readings, it allows me the freedom and it allows me the opportunity to really always make sure that when I come on here, that my energy is clear and it is grounded and centered. And this particular reading has been a long time coming. Without going into the details, I call it a mini dark night of the soul. It happened last month. And to give the Cliff Notes version, I needed, just so you're aware, when my twin reached out to me in 2017, we have had consistent daily contact. 99.9999% of the time, it literally is through only text messaging. But we have sporadically spoken on the phone. That is all I'm going to say. But what I was confronted with is that this communication, or the type of communication that was going on, was truly hurting me. And the Spirit literally knocked me on my ass. And in that small time frame, I literally was brought to my knees, and I literally opened myself up in a way to God, to Spirit, to universe, however you see that, and literally opened myself up and literally asked for help. And by doing so, all of a sudden, my dream space, in dreams, also in waking, I was seeing feathers, white feathers. The Temperance card kept coming up for me over and over and over again. So I started to pay attention. And as I was driving to work, the name Temperance Angel Tarot came. Temperance Angel, the Temperance Angel. And with everything going on at the time, I knew that this was the name that I needed to change my channel to, because me as a reader, I am evolving. My readings are evolving. And when I choose to do twin flame readings, it is for the sole purpose to empower you, the viewer, to truly connect with yourself, to truly to take steps in coming home to yourself, and hope to gain some peace and clarity on this journey that is not easy. And so, why am I focusing? For those of you who follow me, who are subscribed to my channel, if you follow me also on Instagram, and you can find me by typing in Temperance Angel Tarot, or my username, I actually have it in the description box. So it's at JENN Seitzer, SEITZER, at Jen Seitzer. That's my username on Instagram. It's in the description box below. My bio says Overcoming Addiction, Codependency, and Wounds Through the Tarot. And that is what I offer. That is what has been helping me. I've been on a healing journey since 1998, since I was 28 years old. I will be turning 20, excuse me, no, I don't want to be 20 again. In May, 2 months, I'll be turning 51. I started my healing journey consciously at the age of 28. I met my twin in 1999. This year marks 22 years ago. So I would have been on this path for a very long time, lifetimes actually. And so also at the same time, for those who follow me on Instagram, my posts, I don't just do cards of the day and things like that. My posts have been kind of like an online journal of sorts, or a blog, so to speak. And it journals my journey with my adult child, my firstborn, who is challenged and battles addiction, all addiction, drugs and alcohol. And it has all of this is all wrapped up. There are so many similarities in my journey with my oldest through his addiction and my twin flame journey that might not sound like it makes sense. Temperance, surrender, divine timing, letting go, detachment with love, detaching with love. It is by far one of the most difficult, hardest lessons in my physical life here on earth. And it just literally, I can just see so many similarities. Surrendering and letting go. I am completely and totally powerless over my oldest's addiction, and learning how to love unconditionally, because addiction is not a choice. Recovery is a choice. When we talk about our journey with our twin, separation or not, no contact or not, It's the same. You are powerless over what that human person is doing or not doing, healing or not healing. And it truly is reflected back to you. And for you to literally go within and heal all of the wounding that your divine mirror is reflecting back to you. And for me, it is in both cases. And so I am here to do a reading with very specific decks, and it's a mixture of oracle and tarot, and what the sole purpose is for the viewer. Most of the viewers, I feel, are going to be the DF, the Divine Feminine, and this is to empower you to gain some clarity, insight, and maybe to walk away with something tangible to take with you, so you aren't suffering. We weren't put on this earth to suffer. Pain is inevitable. This twin flame journey is not easy, but suffering is optional. And so before I begin, I want to Temperance. Now, this major arcana deck, I should have, well, before I even do this, get your tea. Love is love. Love is love. This tea, I also wanted to recommend to all. It's called Seven Blossoms Tea. Seven Blossoms Tea. I don't make any money off of this tea. I'm going to put it in the description box below. It is herbal, it is caffeine free, it is soothing, it is calm, it is perfect for this reading. I'm also diffusing essential oils, Palo Santo essential oil, and it has been ethically sourced. I also have a essential oil blend that includes frankincense and some other like grounding for inner strength, and also Palo Santo. I have my strength blend, and I don't remember the other, but anyway, get your tea because we are about to begin. What I want to do, because I did take out my Halloween my Halloween Temperance, and this isn't the card that came to me in my dream. I want to in finding, while I'm pulling this out, the Temperance card sits between the Death card and right after Temperance is the Devil, which I will be getting into that. So Death to Temperance to the Devil. Death, peace, chaos. So there is a link. It is a link. The Death card. The Death card is truly the death of the old self. In speaking about what this reading is the death of family of origin, inner child wounding, core wounds, codependency, addictions. And addictions can come in all forms. And then we have Temperance. And you know what? I'm not going to make you guys wait. Temperance. So the Death card, the death is inevitable. Nothing can last forever. Nothing can last forever, whether it is positive or negative. And so then we come to, for this reading, I chose the Devil card, the Temperance card, with the Lovers. I'm going to start off with the Lovers card. The Lovers card as a reader, specifically I call myself a twin flame reader, but I do love readings. This Lovers card has various meanings. First and foremost, if you have been gifted and blessed in this lifetime to have met your twin flame, this is the kind of connection that when you have met this person, it's as if all time and space ceased to exist. It felt like your heart literally dropped into your shoes and there, it's magnetic. This kind of love is divine, it is spiritual, it is magnetic. And it also speaks of unconditional love. Will you love me with my imperfections? Will you love me even if I hurt you, even if it's, and I'm talking hurt unintentionally, because in love, the path of love, the path of unconditional love is not easy. It is not a Hallmark movie, and it is not a Hallmark card. This kind of love asks you to truly look at yourself in the mirror and love who you are as is, and to do the same with imperfections. When we are falling short sometimes, or we've fallen from grace, or we have hurt that person, can we still love with compassion? That does not mean crossing of boundaries, narcissism, abuse, disrespect. That is not what I'm talking about. That is part of the devil card. And I will get more into that as well. So here we are. You've met your twin. You are magnetically drawn. And I'm saying this I mean, it's a lot deeper. So for those who are connecting and have been on this twin flame journey, you know what I'm talking about. If you are new to the journey, if you are new, I would highly recommend where I started almost 4 years ago. I found a website and a blog. Her name is Cassidy Kane. That was my starting point. And I'm going to also shout out two specific readers channels that I love, and they are twin flame readers, and they're beautiful and they're truthful. It is Divine Truth Tarot, Sarah and Christine at Black Rose Tarot. I absolutely adore and love them. So anyway, so you meet this person, you are magnetically drawn. This love, this kind of love is asking for unconditional love that has no boundaries. I'm not talking about disrespect or abuse or toxicity. That is not what I am talking about. It's loving someone so much that they feel free, and vice versa. That's this Lover's card. The Lover's card also is about making choices. Ultimately choosing yourself. Ultimately choosing to love yourself first and foremost. Because the one true love affair you will have for the rest of your life is love of yourself. You live in this human vessel 24/7, 365 days a year. Love who you are, and your twin is going to reflect that back to you as well. You want your twin to see themselves the way you see them, and vice versa. How you love your twin is the way you should be loving yourself. Now I'm going to talk about the Devil card. We hear a lot about the Devil card if you are very familiar with card readings. Hold on. We all have that trait in us at one point or another where our actions were solely for our own benefit at the expense of others. That is also inside this devil energy. The devil energy, or the devil card also, that trait also, it also clicks on our survival mode. When we are in a situation where we have no choice, either we're going to be harmed physically, we are going to save ourselves. There are selfless acts, of course. I'm not talking about completely letting somebody else drown, so to speak. That's not what I'm talking about. But with this particular reading, this energy, the two lovers here are the same two lovers in the Lover's card. When we meet our twin, what happens? It catalyzes our spiritual awakening, and we, the Divine Feminine Collective, know this more than anything else. They are thrown into a dark night of the soul which I really feel, and I don't remember who I heard it from. It really should be called the Dark Night of the Ego, because all of the egoic constructs, family of origin, core wounds, codependency, traumas, addictions will start surfacing, and it's surfacing for a reason. It's been catalyzed for a reason, because they are meant to come up to be healed. And healing is spiral, it is cyclical. We will always spiral back to certain wounds and traumas, and the more we heal, the less triggered we become. Over time, you know when you have healed something, when it comes up and it's not a true, honest trigger, and you can acknowledge it for what it is and move on. But this takes time. This is something that takes time. And for some who are challenged with addiction, like my oldest, that is something that is going to be lurking in the shadows. Recovery is a choice. And as long as we stay in recovery, and the stronger we become, and the more recovery we have under our belt, it's still lurking in the shadows, but not as strong as it is when we are in early recovery. And then we have Temperance. The Temperance Angel. Temperance Angel has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the ground. It is to always stay centered, at the same time being able to delve into the heart space, to do what needs to be done. The water being poured back and forth, back and forth. This is about balancing what has been imbalanced, the chaos, the addictions, tempering, moderation, balance. This also, as a reader, is very spiritual for me. It is a twin flame card. This is also about surrender and divine timing. You are exactly where you are supposed to be at this time, and it is very important to stay in the present moment. Our life, the purpose of our life is to be in the present moment, and our life is a string of present moments. When we ruminate on the past, that's the ego, and that's depression. It creates depression. When we are so worried about what hasn't happened yet, that's anxiety. Tempering and balancing. And for those who are walking this twin flame journey, this Lover's card, for those whose twin is or has been trying to free themselves from addictions, narcissistic abuse, toxicity, toxic abusive relationships, it's allowing the divine to unkink all of the knots that are needing to be. That's the only way to describe it. It's like a kink in a hose. And this Temperance Angel, the God, universe, source, your angels, your spirit team, these connections are guided and protected. You are guided and protected. Your twin is guided and protected. It is learning to understand that everything happens for a reason, and the universe, God, source is taking care of everything. We are powerless over what a person is doing or not doing. If they are challenged with addiction, we are powerless over that. If you are challenged with addiction, I'm sure you know that you are powerless over that as well. So, this is the reading here. Take another sip of tea. First and foremost, I am going to pull. This is for healing. So I have my Dark Mirror Oracle. And for those, and every single person, every single viewer who chooses to watch this reading to the end, we all have similarities when it comes to the twin flame journey, but your journey is unique unto itself. Trust your journey. Trust your intuition. Trust your higher power. I removed myself from various twin flame groups a couple of years ago because I will tell you this, no one, not even a reader, and I'm a reader, is going to tell me who I am, whether I'm healed or not, who my twin is, what my journey is about. Nobody has that right. That is disrespectful. Trust. Temperance, the Temperance card. The Temperance angel also speaks of patience. Be kind, gentle, and patient with yourself as you maneuver this journey of yours, as you maneuver and navigate your healing. So, for the viewer, this shadow, this is connecting to the energy of your person, so you can gain more clarity. And then as the reading unfolds, what are some of the things that you can do to empower yourself and remove yourself from any kind of addicted, obsessive kind of energy behaviors? And watching tarot reading after tarot reading, I'm guilty of that, is an addictive, obsessive. I'm going to pull about 3 messages. What did I just say? All right. I'm going to pull one more. I'm being told one more. Okay. So for the viewer, you dear viewer, who are watching this because you are in a twin flame dynamic, a twin flame connection. More tea. 7 blossoms tea. Love is love. And I love you. We have number 18, reduces to a 9. These cycles are coming to a close. Going back to the Temperance angel, patience and divine timing. There are cycles being closed out. Naked before the stars. The shadow aspect. This has been for your person. They have been so deathly afraid of opening up and being vulnerable and raw and allowing themselves, let alone you, to see their truth of all of the things, all of the yuck, all of the pain, all that they have been through. This is scary for them, to be that naked and vulnerable and raw. We have number 3. This is balancing obsession. Hold on. We have number 1, triumph of lies. And number 19, parasite. When I see this obsession, first of all, before going back to your person, we can become very easily obsessed with wanting to help, wanting to guide, wanting to help heal. We cannot, you viewer, cannot heal them. So that obsession kinks up the hose, so to speak. But for them, triumph of lies, parasite, naked before the stars. This is being exposed, all of the lies being exposed. These dark nights of the soul, overcoming addiction, codependency, core wounds. What that does is that it literally opens up and it makes them naked. And they realize that what they thought the truth was, what they thought their life was supposed to be, dreams unfulfilled, etc. they're all a bunch of lies. And so they become very obsessed with hiding. I feel a very frantic kind of energy. It's an obsession to hide the truth. I feel there's a feeling of, and there has been a facade. As long as the outside looks good, nobody needs to know what's going on the inside. I cannot be naked. And it's been an obsession to hide the truth. So they have been the king of lies to themselves, especially if there's addiction involved. The lies we tell ourselves, and also anyone that is embroiled in a toxic, abusive, or narcissistic marriage or relationship, the lies that have to be told, lie after lie, because we don't want anybody to know what's really going on. And it's a parasite. It is a parasite that slowly eats away. It eats away slowly. And that's been an obsession to just hide, to hide. And I am picking up, and it's because this is what drew me to do this reading. Addiction and narcissistic, abusive, toxic family relationships, as well as third-party situations. It's very parasitic, and it eats away the soul. It's like dying a slow, painful death. But things must come to light, and they will. Everything is going to be exposed. Everything, like I said, nothing lasts forever. Death, in order for the new to come through. And that is not an easy process. That is a very painful process. And you, the reader, are powerless over this. And so that's why it's so important. And separation is an illusion. This kind of dynamic is about energy, frequency, and vibration. And it's this vibration of love. It's the love frequency, unconditional love. And that is, it's indestructible. Indestructible. That frequency and energy of love is indestructible. And it can be very painful to know, or to, quote, watch someone that we love so deeply to the core of our being, if they are being abused or they are addicted. And it can be a combination of all kinds of things. So it's not just one thing. You know your situation. And so the Temperance Angel is coming in, or comes in, to offer you peace. You can find peace, and you can find peace in the chaos when you go within and surrender, because you are powerless. The only power you have is over yourself and how you respond, how you are in control of your own healing. And that is peace, and that is freedom and liberation all on its own. And you allow them to walk through and heal and do what needs to be done in order for that karmic cycle to end, so a brand new one can open up and begin. Death, rebirth, life, death, rebirth. So I'm going to put these on the side as well. I was guided to pull out my Oracle of the Seven Energies, and this is also, I want to see. This oracle deck is a beautiful oracle deck. With the darkness, let's see where there is light. This is where I feel the Temperance Angel can come in. And then after that, I'm going to go into the tarot to kind of dive a little bit deeper based on the messages that come out. Have some more tea? I'm going to pull 3. Beautiful energy. Second message, Spirit. Yeah, oh my God, an owl and an angel. Beautiful energies coming through. Okay. So from the bottom of the deck, and I am going to pull it. Let's poke this over here. We have the storyteller. The storyteller. Based on the Dark Mirror Oracle, all of the darkness, addiction, all of that stuff I've just shared with you. The storyteller. Look at this blank page. There's a brand new story to be written. We all have a story. Our journey brought us to this present moment. And when we walk through this journey and we heal our core wounds, codependency, addiction, we are giving ourselves the opportunity to tell a brand new story. And that's the same thing with your divine counterpart, your twin, your divine masculine, divine feminine. If you are divine masculine watching, it can be reversed. So the angels, universe, spirit, God, you have the key. See, there's a key here. The key to unlock this is to surrender. Surrender. It's been a theme in my life lately, is to surrender, is to truly understand. When we surrender our control, our need to control, we create space and room for your person to move and heal and grow and expand. And the connection isn't being choked out. Obsession. So let's write a brand new story. So these healing energies, these are healing energies that are coming up. The royal you. Dear viewer, you are a sovereign free being. This is about you. These energies, I talked about those, for those people who are involved in a twin flame connection, relationship, dynamic, however you want to see it. These are the devil energies that are keeping your person chained and bound. That doesn't mean that they're staying chained and bound forever. That is why this temperance angel comes in to balance and temper. And it's also asking you to surrender. It's asking you to stay grounded, but also at the same time in your emotions. Don't close your heart. Royal you. Look at this. You are a queen. King, queen, doesn't matter. Step into your sovereignty. You deserve love, respect, honor, kindness. Be kind, gentle, and patient with yourself. You are the Empress. Empress energy is sovereignty. It's the epitome and definition of sovereignty, of manifestation, of unconditional love, beauty, kindness. This is how Spirit wants you. It's the energy to step into, or to step more into, and to recognize that you are a sovereign free being. You are a being of light and of love. A higher view. I've been talking about this. Look at things through the lens of Spirit, universe, God. Look at things from a much higher perspective. There's an owl in this reading. Excuse me. It is in this reading. There's an owl in this card. Owls have perfect night vision. What you can't see in the dark is okay. Trust Trust that you are being taken on the right path. Every step you take is the right step. You are safe. You are guided and you are protected. And start to see things and look at things through the eyes of your Creator. You are in the likeness of your Creator, however you see that. And when you can look downwards through the lens of Spirit, things become more vast and clear and open, and you start to feel that peace. Close encounters. There is a butterfly in this cage. Set yourself free. Connect with your soul tribe. You probably, for those who are watching this, you probably have connected with a lot of your soul family. This, to me, close encounters. Every single person that you meet on this journey that uplifts you, that you connect with at a deep core level, that is a soulmate, soul tribe, soul family. Lean to them, look to them when you are needing strength, when you are doubting yourself. These people are there. You met them for a reason. Set yourself free. You are a butterfly. Don't cage yourself in. Don't hide away and suffer in silence. You weren't put on this earth to suffer. You have a beautiful story. You have a beautiful story to tell. A new, brand new story. And your person is being given the opportunity. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, I didn't even need the book. I love when that happens. So now, another sip of tea. We're almost done. I just purchased the Crow Tarot. Oh my God, I am so in love with this tarot deck. My absolute go-to favorite deck is the Bianco Nero deck, the black and white deck, which is here, which I'm going to use for clarification. This comes in a very close second now. I love it. I have always connected with crows and ravens. Lately, in my experience, the short little story, the Cliff Notes version, I've been seeing a lot of feathers. Angel feathers, bird feathers, white feathers, bird song, birds in general, owls. Okay, so this is from Spirit to you, dear reader, for clarity, healing guidance, empowerment. Absolutely adore this deck. Okay. One more, Spirit. One more. No? From the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right, so this is why. Okay, so dear viewer, this is from the bottom of the deck. See, healing messages, and I will go through each card, but the overall energy and the overall message of guidance and of peace and of clarity is all that I've been sharing up until this point. Connect to your soul tribe, connect to your soul family. You are in your own way. You are blocking your manifestation. You are blocking your creativity. Spirit wants you to create your most beautiful life. And if you are dealing with somebody that is challenged with addiction, is in, I keep saying this over and over again because it is the message that I'm being told to share, and that is surrender. And when I had that dream, which the Temperance angel came, and I kept hearing surrender, 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 what I saw, it was the most powerful thing. And I'm going to share a Spotify playlist in my description box below, because from that dream, I started to create a song list. It's a short song list, And it has all of the songs revolve around surrendering it to God, whether you see God as Jesus, whatever that is, spirit, source, universe. The very first song to come to mind is Jesus Take the Wheel. And I have a relationship with Jesus, but I'm not Christian. I don't pray to Jesus, but I have a relationship with him. Also there's other songs by the artist called, if you're familiar with Lauren Daigle, You Say was the other song, and all of her music. And then I have some other beautiful, one song is called Surrender. Bathe in These Waters. I'm going to put this song list in my description box below, because when I want you to envision a closed fist. I have my fists so closed. I'm clenching my fists closed. This is what we do to the connection with our twin. We hold on tight. And that is connected to core wounds of abandonment and rejection. Because if we are so fearful that if we open up our hand and let go, the person's going to go away. It's going to be taken away. And it's not. This is not going to be taken away. What has been destined to you will not be taken away from you. So the vision that I saw literally, and in my dream, and how I interpret it, is Spirit's hands, God's hands, universe, however you want to see that. God's hands, all I saw was hands like this. And slowly opening one hand, and then opening the other hand. And in each hand was a butterfly. And Spirit, God, universe, those hands let the butterfly go. And what I envision and what I see was that was me, and that was my twin. Butterfly, be free. Higher perspective. So from the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Tower moment. Tower. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Hermit card. And we have the 5, 6, 7 of Swords. This Tower moment, for you, viewer, I see this as an internal tower. I can tell you that I've had an internal tower recently. It was abrupt. I'm sure that it was a long time coming because I was choosing to ignore the red flags within myself. And Spirit came in and said, you know what? Things need to change. I need to shift it. I need to shift you. Shift you. I need to shake you and shift you and rattle you. Knight of Cups. It is safe. It is safe to be vulnerable with one's heart. But this cup of love that is being served by the Knight of Cups is the love that we serve ourselves. This is what this Tower moment is. Emotional fulfillment, 10 of Cups, complete emotional fulfillment. In order for me to serve myself, you viewer, to serve yourself, this cup of love, make sure that you are filling all of these cups only with those things that give you emotional fulfillment, happiness, joy. And that means going within, the Hermit, introspection. Even if you're tired of hearing it, this is the purpose. This is how you come home to yourself. This is how you marry the energy of the feminine and masculine within yourself, coming home to oneself. Hieros Gamos, the alchemical marriage of masculine and feminine within. That is the Lover's card. That is how our twin comes home to. Hermit. The Hermit card, even in this one, if you can see it, I don't think you can. The crow is holding a lantern. That lantern only lights our path the lantern only lights our path a certain amount of the way. Trust the unknown. Trust that every single step that you are taking is the right step, and you are exactly where you are meant to be. And the 7 of Swords. as this tower moment, all of this, release self-deception. This I feel is very inward. The self-fulfilling prophecies, self-deception. This is the overarching crowning message, because again we have the Three of Cups with the Three of Wands in reverse. We have the Empress in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Your soul tribe, your soul family, celebration. Connect with those that uplift your spirit. Stop waiting. Stop waiting, because you are blocking your manifestation. You are blocking your freedom and liberation. Again, surrender. You are powerless over what the other person is doing, thinking, saying, not doing. And concentrate on your healing. Stop waiting, because you are blocking. This is the breakthrough and the moment of truth. This is a divine truth. A breakthrough, your truth. Stand in that truth. Heal what needs to be healed. Change your perspective. Change your perception and your perspective. Stand strong in your truth. You are a sovereign empress. So what I want to do now is letting go. I have my Power of Surrender cards here. You're either surrendering to something or surrendering and letting go. Remember, this reading is about, if you've been with me this far, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you. Please give it a thumbs up. Click on the notification and please share it if you feel called to. Okay. Power of surrender. Surrendering to or surrendering of. This is a healing reading for you. For you, viewer. Any other messages? Any other messages? I like to have 3. Okay. These 2 other cards actually surrender unhealthy relationships. You have the 3 of Cups. So you yourself, viewer, those who are viewing this, if you yourself are in a karmic relationship, it's time to surrender unhealthy relationships. That's what also the 3 of Cups in reverse was as well. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be you deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. That is also for your person. That is what they are needing to do and being forced to do. But you yourself have no control over that. Surrender negative thinking. Remember, higher view, higher perspective. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. When I start catching myself kind of being steeped into a lot of negative thinking and negative thoughts, I make myself aware. It almost, if you can look at it, if you, excuse me, sorry, if you can look at these negative thoughts like ticker tape, kind of floating across, say thank you for sharing, and then refocus onto something positive, onto something that brings you happiness, a quote or something, a song even. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Surrender to miracles, the miracle of life, the miracle of this connection and this relationship regardless. The miracle of you. You are a living, breathing example and template of unconditional love. You are a miracle. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. As you surrender to miracles, it opens you up to surrender to the wonder and awe of this ever-abundant universe, nature, universe, your angels. And it allows you to stay in the flow. What I also want to do now, I want to pull a divine animal oracle for you, for the viewer. It's a message. What animal wants to speak to you? Wow. We have a number 36, which reduces to a 9. And this is also ending of cycles. Ending of cycles. Surrendering, detach with love, letting go. And we have the shark. Look at that. Above the shark, the word is purpose. Sharks are very purpose-driven creatures. When they have their sights on something, they have like tunnel vision, and that is what they are focused on. They have a purpose. You, dear reader, you, dear viewer, have a purpose. Your purpose is to love yourself, to come home to yourself, to stay in the present moment, to heal. There's like a woman underneath here. Pull yourself out of these murky, dark waters and rise to the surface, to the sunlight. Water, again, which is your emotions, the temperance angel, alchemy. Surrender to the alchemy of divine timing. Pouring those cups back and forth, 1 foot on the ground, 1 foot in the water. Water. Be very purposeful in every choice you make, the boundaries you create. You have a purpose here, and your purpose is to love. Love yourself first. If you have stayed with me, thank you so very much, so very much. I so appreciate you. This was so important for me to share. Like I said, I have been nudged by Spirit to come out here and do this, and I thank you. And I wish you so much love, so much peace, so much healing. If you would like to reach out to me for a personal reading, I do have availability, and you can reach out to me at sageandstonetarot@gmail.com. I'm still transitioning from the old name to the new name, so have patience. So if you would like to book a reading with me, sageandstonetarot@gmail.com. And until next time, I wish you so much love and so much peace.